You think ghost stories are entertaining, something to listen to before bed, something to laugh about with friends. But what if the moment you start talking about a haunted object, it starts paying attention to you? Tonight's stories aren't just about ghosts. They're about people who unknowingly cross paths with something they should have left alone. And in some cases, the warning came too late. Story 1, The Coffin Lid. It's the 4th day of Lunar New Year. A few of your friends have returned from Ho Chi Minh City for the holidays. Everyone decides to spend the afternoon by a canal. You bring food. You bring drinks. And for several hours, everything feels completely normal. The sun is out. People are laughing. Nobody is thinking about ghosts. Then a few of the guys wander away toward a ditch near the canal. A minute later, they come running back. Their faces are completely drained of color. Dude, we found a coffin lid. At first, you think they're joking, but curiosity gets the better of you, so you follow them. And that's when you see it, floating in the water, a massive wooden coffin lid. Old, ancient, darkened by years of mud, rain, and river water. Even from a distance, something about it feels wrong. Your friends refuse to go near it, but you aren't scared. Not yet. When you get home later that evening, you tell the older members of your family what happened. To your surprise, nobody seems shocked. In fact, they already know exactly what you're talking about. Years ago, there was an old grave near that area. When the remains were relocated, the coffin lid was left behind. Floodwaters eventually carried it into the canal. Since then, it has drifted from place to place. Sometimes people see it. Sometimes it disappears for months. But it always comes back. The locals are so used to it that they barely talk about it anymore. You shrug. It's just an old piece of wood. Nothing more. That night, you even make fun of your friends for being scared. You tell them you've heard far more terrifying ghost stories than some floating coffin lid. Later, after everyone goes to bed, you head outside. You have a habit of lying in a hammock beside the house while writing ghost stories. It's quiet. The night air is cool. Your phone glows in the darkness as you continue typing. Then something changes. A chill crawls up your spine. Not the kind caused by cold weather. The kind that makes every hair on your body stand up. You stop typing. The feeling gets worse. Something feels wrong. You don't know why. Then, crack! The hammock rope snaps. You hit the ground hard. Pain shoots through your back. For a moment, you just lie there, stunned. The entire house is asleep. You quietly get up, tie the rope back together, and decide you've had enough. You're going inside. As you reach the front door, boom, the light bulb above your head explodes. Glass scatters across the floor. You scream. Within seconds, your parents rush outside. Your father checks the fixture. The bulb was old. That's all he says. He replaces it with a new one, tells you not to worry, tells you to go to sleep. You try to believe him. You really do. But later that night, you wake up. Your body feels strangely hot. Sweat covers your skin. Something forces your eyes toward the window, and that's when you see it. A figure standing outside, watching you. You freeze. The shape doesn't move, doesn't blink, doesn't leave. It simply stands there in the darkness, staring directly at you. Your heart nearly stops. You jump up, turn on the light. The figure is gone. Instantly, you tell yourself it was a dream. It has to be. You've been listening to too many ghost stories. That's all. But sleep never comes back. So you pick up your phone and continue writing. Then the screen suddenly goes black. The phone shuts off. You stare at it, confused. You charge it earlier. The battery wasn't low. Yet now it's completely dead. Fear settles into your stomach. You don't touch the phone again. You simply lie there, waiting for morning. When sunlight finally arrives, the phone works perfectly. No damage. No missing battery. Nothing wrong at all. Later, you tell your grandmother everything. The hammock, the exploding bulb, the shadow, the phone. The moment she hears about the coffin lid, her expression changes. That thing isn't normal. Her voice becomes serious. If you ever see it floating again, leave it alone. Don't talk about it. Don't pay attention to it. Then she tells you a story. Years ago, a man living nearby saw the same coffin lid drifting in the canal. Thinking it was valuable wood, he dragged it home. He tied it beside his house. That night something possessed him. He smashed dishes, destroyed furniture, acted completely insane. The next morning he returned the coffin lid immediately and never touched it again. Your grandmother shakes her head. People don't avoid that thing because they don't know about it. They avoid it because they're afraid. Then she looks directly at you. Yesterday you sat near it. You talked about it. You laughed about it. No wonder it bothered you. Your hands suddenly feel cold. Before leaving, your grandmother places a mulberry branch near your bedroom door, a traditional protection against wandering spirits. For a long time afterward, you stop writing ghost stories at night, because every time you think about that shadow standing outside your window, you still remember the feeling that something was watching and waiting. Story 2, The Woman on the Third Floor. Hospitals are supposed to save lives. They're supposed to be places where people heal. But every hospital has stories. Stories that staff whisper about. Stories patients aren't supposed to hear. And sometimes those stories are true. This happened about 3 years ago. You've recently given birth. Your baby is only a month old when illness forces you to bring them to a small district hospital. The room you're assigned isn't crowded. In fact, it's almost too quiet. You're staying on the ground floor. Outside your room stretches a long, aging hallway. The paint is faded. The lights are dim. And after dark, almost nobody walks through it. That night, it's just you and your baby. After feeding the child and putting them back to sleep, you finally lie down to rest. A few minutes pass. Then you begin feeling uncomfortable. The room suddenly feels stuffy. The air feels heavy. Breathing becomes difficult. Thinking some fresh air might help, you quietly leave the room. The hallway is empty, silent. The only sounds are distant hospital machines and the faint hum of fluorescent lights. You walk slowly, trying to clear your head. Then you notice someone standing ahead. A woman. At first she looks normal. She's about your age. Her head is wrapped with cloth. She's dressed like someone who has recently given birth. But something feels strange. The way she moves. Each step looks painful, unnatural, like she's forcing herself forward. You watch her slowly approach. The closer she gets, the colder the hallway feels. Still, you don't feel threatened. If anything, you feel sorry for her. She looks exhausted, weak. You even consider helping her. Then she finally speaks. Do you want to come upstairs? Her voice sounds soft, almost comforting. There are more children on the third floor. You smile politely. No, my baby is sleeping. I need to stay with my child. The woman stares at you. For a moment, neither of you says anything. Then something strange happens. The world begins feeling distant, foggy, like you're half asleep. Your thoughts become slower. Your body feels lighter. The woman reaches out and takes your hand. The moment your skin touches hers, a shock runs through your body. Her hand is freezing, not cold, freezing, colder than ice. The sensation travels from your fingertips all the way down your spine. Every instinct screams that something is wrong. Yet, somehow, you can't pull away. You can't think clearly. You can't even understand why you're following her. But you do, step by step. You walk beside her, toward the stairs, toward the third floor. The woman never looks back. She simply keeps walking, and you keep following, like a puppet, like someone trapped inside a dream. Then suddenly, wham, a powerful strike hits your back. The impact nearly knocks you forward. Instantly, everything clears. Your thoughts return. Your vision sharpens. You spin around. Standing behind you is a cleaning lady. Her face is pale. Terrified. What are you doing out here? She practically screams. Do you know what time it is? Get back to your room right now. Her voice echoes through the hallway. It's so loud your baby wakes up and starts crying. The sound snaps you completely back to reality. You rush toward your room. The cleaning lady follows. Once you're safely inside, she closes the door behind you. Only then does her expression soften. I'm sorry for yelling. She lowers her voice. But I had to wake you up. You stare at her, confused. What do you mean? The woman looks directly into your eyes, and what she says next makes your blood run cold. If I hadn't stopped you, you would have died tonight. For a moment you can't speak. The cleaning lady takes a deep breath. Then she tells you a story. Years ago, another woman stayed in this hospital. She had just given birth. One night, she fed her baby. Then she walked into the hallway. Nobody knows exactly why. Nobody knows what she saw. But somehow, she made her way to the third floor and jumped. She died instantly. Ever since that night, people claim her spirit never left. The staff all know about her. Most don't talk about it, but everyone knows, especially the night shift workers. The cleaning lady continues. You're not the first. Several people have followed her. They all started the same way. Standing alone, looking confused, walking toward the third floor. Some were stopped in time. Others nearly jumped. The cleaning lady wiped sweat from her forehead. When I saw you standing outside tonight, I knew exactly what was happening. Your heart pounds. Suddenly you remember the woman's hand. That impossible coldness. That empty stare. That strange feeling of losing control. You look toward the hallway. The woman is gone. Completely gone. As if she never existed. That night you don't sleep. You leave every light on. Every single one. And even then, you keep glancing toward the doorway, expecting her to appear again. Watching. Waiting. The next morning, you request a different room immediately. You refuse to spend another night there. Years later, whenever you think about that hospital, one detail still bothers you. Part of that hallway has since been sealed off. No patients are allowed near it anymore. Officially, it's for safety reasons. But deep down, you can't help wondering if there's another reason. Because some places don't stay haunted because people believe in ghosts. Sometimes they stay haunted because something never left.